being that I'm passionate and the goal in competition is to win. And if the next man is in my way, then we have to eliminate him. I started late in life. I used to be a person in the gym. I used to love lifting weights in the gym. So through a spin class, I got into cycling. The funny story behind that is that there was a girl I wanted to meet inside the spin class. No dudes in the class, a bunch of women in tights. I was like, man, I want to meet this girl because she only did the class. So I had to decide if I wanted to be this macho guy who lift weights and go in this spin class with all these women and be the only dude in there. I had no choice, so I took the spin class. What ended up happening, I ended up falling in love with the class. I didn't realize it was a great workout. The instructor was cool, and it was different. It was cardio to go with the late weightlifting. So we ended up going out a few times, a couple of plays, dinner. She's married now, and I think she still follows my cycling some now. But that's how I kind of fell into cycling, through wanting to meet a woman. So I went and bought a road bike on a whim. I was going to buy a mountain bike because I thought that men don't ride road bikes. That's for not guys who aren't tough, you know. And I was kind of more muscular than I am now. And my first road bike was a Specialized. I had no intentions of what type of bike or what brand I was going to buy. I ended up buying a Specialized, ended up liking and loving it, and it fit me. And so for the past 15 years, I've been on Specialized. And through the hard work and, I guess, effort and getting better and meeting people, now I'm a Specialized athlete 15 years later. That kind of just grew over the years. The first maybe 5 years, I want to say, I got my butt kicked. Because in anything you do in life, there's a learning curve. You're going to lose. You're going to get your butt kicked. I just endured. I was willing to push through because I felt like my thought process was, first it was like, okay, I want to be respected. No matter what I want to do in life, I want to be respected. And through respect, I think you can start gaining and accomplish more things. So once I started feeling like, okay, what do you need to do to gain respect? You need to show and prove yourself that you're worthy and you're capable. And then over time, you'll get respect. So I started getting respect. And through getting respect came from success on the bike. I wasn't necessarily winning off the hop. I was scratching the surface. I was getting a lot of top 10s. And I began telling myself, like, man, I'm like right there. I'm knocking at the door. There's a couple of things that I need to eliminate to kick the door in because I'm naturally fast. So I started learning like how to position myself in the race, how to use energy in the race, and when not to use energy in the race. And lo and behold, I began winning. And then I'm the type of person, once I get a whiff of success, I want to strangle it. I don't want to let it go. But that's part of the passion. Like, how bad do you want it? Some people kind of want it. And those are the guys who are kind of getting like the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th place and satisfied. I'm not satisfied going home with a 9th place or 8th place or a 5th place or a 3rd place. Heck, we even get some 2nd places in some races, and I'm not particularly upset, but I'm not happy because I feel like if we got 2nd place or we got 3rd place, we could have won. What did we do to not win? If I'm not winning, my message don't go out as far. If I'm a guy getting 7th, 8th place, and 5th place, people kind of gonna tune you out. Like, why should we listen to you? You're not passionate. You're not showing the result. What's the point? I was invited to the Sagan Fondo down in San Diego. I went, I was like, man, okay, Sagan's gonna be there. It's his event. I may see Sagan. You know, he's the #1 cyclist in the world. He's supported by Specialized. I never met him in person, but I heard a lot of great things about him. Me and him end up riding next to each other for quite a bit of miles. We were able to talk, we were able to laugh, and I thought that was huge. But what was even bigger to me, prior to the kickoff of the ride, I was coming back from registration. I got my number, my little swag bag that they gave me, and as I'm walking back, this guy named Mike Senior called my name. Hey, Charon, get over here. I was like, man, this is like the CEO and founder of Specialized. And he says my name and he says, let's take a picture together and put my bike in the picture. I was like, man, this is pretty crazy. You know, I never was professional, I'm sorry. I'm just a guy who started riding a bike late. I was passionate about it. I continued to do the work. I continued to use my social media channels to promote brands and push the cycling world forward as far out as I can personally. So that's some of the things that really matter to me. Bike racing is fun, riding our bike is fun, but are you touching lives? Are you changing lives?